Today I stand before you to remind you of one simple truth. You are capable. The path to victory is not a mystery. It's a journey that starts with the belief that you can do it. You might face doubts, you might encounter setbacks, but I promise you this: if you believe in yourself, the rest will follow. I want you to understand this. Self-belief is the foundation of everything. Without it, the world can throw all the opportunities at you, but you won't have the courage to take them. It all begins in your mind. When you believe you can, you start moving toward what once seemed impossible. Every single step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward your victory. But here's the reality: failure is going to knock on your door. Failure is not your enemy. It's the greatest teacher you will ever have. The greatest people didn't succeed because they avoided failure. They succeeded because they used failure to fuel them. They learned, adjusted, and came back stronger. Every mistake is a lesson in disguise. Don't let failure scare you. Let it refine you, make you tougher, and push you closer to where you need to be. Now, while belief and resilience are crucial, don't think for 1 second that success comes without hard work. It doesn't. Success demands effort, discipline, focus, and unwavering determination. The path to victory is paved with sweat, sacrifice, and long nights. It's about showing up when no one is watching, pushing yourself even when the motivation is low. The ones who make it are the ones who show up day after day with that fire in their hearts. Hard work is non-negotiable. You also need to have a clear vision of where you want to go. You can't win a race if you don't know where the finish line is. Set your goals. Define what success looks like for you. It doesn't matter if others understand it or if they think it's too big or too bold. This is your journey. When you know what you want, the distractions don't matter. Focus on your goals and take deliberate steps toward them, no matter how difficult the road may seem. And I know what some of you are thinking. What about the doubt? That nagging voice that whispers, "You can't do it. You'll never make it." We all hear it, every single one of us. But you can't let doubt control you. Doubt is like a shadow. It only gets bigger if you feed it. Instead of letting doubt paralyze you, use it to fuel your drive. Let it remind you that you're on the right path. Every time that voice tells you to quit, push harder. That's how you turn doubt into victory. But perhaps the most important thing I need you to hear today is this: perseverance. The road will not always be smooth. There will be moments when it feels like everything is against you. There will be times when you want to give up, when the weight of the journey is too much. But I need you to remember this: victory isn't for those who are the smartest or the most talented. Victory is for those who refuse to quit. Perseverance is what separates the winners from the rest. It's about standing up after every fall and saying, "I'm not done yet. I'm not finished." And so today I challenge you to step into the life you deserve. Believe that you can do it. Embrace failure because it will make you stronger. Work harder than you ever thought possible. Set your goals, stay focused, and use doubt as your fuel. But above all, never ever give up. Victory is not a dream, it's a path, and it's yours for the taking. Self-belief is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It's the very core of who you are and what you are capable of achieving. Without it, you can't expect to rise above the challenges life throws your way. When you truly believe in yourself, you unlock the power to overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. The world can be harsh, people can doubt you, and circumstances can be difficult. But none of that matters if you have an unshakable belief in your own potential. When you believe in yourself, you begin to trust your abilities. You know that no matter what happens, you have the inner strength to push through. It's not about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about knowing that you are enough and that you have what it takes to make things happen. It's about looking at the challenges ahead and saying, I've got this. You might not have all the resources, you might not have all the support, but if you have belief, you already have the most important thing. Self-belief doesn't come from external validation, it comes from within. It's something you have to cultivate, nourish, and protect. The voices around you might try to tell you that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes. But those voices are not truth. The truth is, you are capable of more than you realize. But first, you have to recognize it in yourself. No one can make you believe in yourself except you. Song 4. When you embrace self-belief, you also begin to take responsibility for your own success. You stop waiting for someone else to give you permission or for the perfect moment to act. You take charge, knowing that the power to create change, to achieve greatness, is in your hands. It's not always easy, and it won't always be a smooth ride. But believing in yourself gives you the resilience to face setbacks with the knowledge that they don't define you. Your belief in yourself is stronger than any failure you may encounter. In the face of adversity, self-belief is what allows you to keep going when everyone else might tell you to stop. It's the inner fire that pushes you forward when the world says you can't. And once you understand that you are the source of your own power, you realize that no dream is too big and no goal is too distant. Self-belief isn't just about confidence. It's about knowing that no matter how difficult the journey, you can and will make it to the other side. Failure is often seen as something to fear, something that should be avoided at all costs. But the truth is, failure is one of the most powerful teachers you'll ever have. It's through failure that we learn the most about ourselves, our strengths, and, just as importantly, our weaknesses. When you fail, you are given a unique opportunity to reflect, adapt, and grow. This episode of Tenet with Your Heart, it's not a sign that you've reached the end of the road. It's simply a sign that you're pushing your limits, trying new things, and learning along the way. We often look at failure as a setback, but that perspective holds us back. Failure is not a dead end, it's a detour. It's a chance to change direction, to pivot, and to find new paths that might lead you to even greater success. Every successful person, no matter how big their achievements, has experienced failure. It's an inevitable part of the journey. The key difference is how they respond to it. Do they let failure define them, or do they use it to fuel their next steps? Do you undertake? When you embrace failure as a lesson, you stop being afraid of it. You start to see it for what it truly is, a part of the process. Think about the times when you learn the most in your life. I bet those moments were tied to a failure of some kind. Perhaps you tried something and it didn't work out the way you had hoped. You could have walked away, but instead you looked at what went wrong, adjusted your approach, and tried again. That process of reflection and improvement is exactly what leads to growth. Failure challenges you to get better. It humbles you, but it also strengthens you. It teaches you resilience and grit. When you fail and get back up, you build character and persistence. You become less afraid of taking risks because you understand that failure is not the end. It's just a stepping stone on the path to success. The greatest mistake you can make is not in failing, but in not learning from it. If you view failure as something shameful or something to avoid, you'll limit your potential. But if you view it as an opportunity for growth, you open yourself up to the possibility of reaching heights you never thought possible. Every failure is a step toward mastery. It's proof that you're trying, that you're in the arena, and that you're willing to do what it takes to improve. So the next time you face failure, don't run from it. Embrace it. Ask yourself what you can learn, how you can grow, and what adjustments you can make. Failure will never define you unless you let it. Instead, it can become the very thing that propels you to your ultimate victory. Hard work is the bridge between dreams and reality. It's the constant, the unglamorous, and sometimes the grueling effort that brings success to life. You see, there's no magic formula to achieving greatness. It's not about being born with some kind of special gift or waiting for a moment of divine intervention. Hard work is the foundation that builds everything worthwhile. Success doesn't happen overnight. It happens when you get up every day, put in the hours, and keep pushing even when the progress seems slow. The truth is, hard work is the differentiator. There are a lot of talented people out there, a lot of gifted individuals, but talent alone won't get you where you want to go. Talent can only take you so far. It's the person who works tirelessly, who perseveres when things get tough, who pushes through fatigue, frustration, and fear. That person will reach their goals. Hard work is what ensures that you stay the course when things get difficult and uncertain. It's the work you put in behind the scenes when no one is watching, when no one is praising your efforts. When you put in the work, you build momentum. Day by day, your effort compounds. 1 hour of focus leads to another, and before you know it, you've put in more hours than most people would in a lifetime of striving. That dedication adds up. It might not seem like much in the moment, but over time, the progress is undeniable. Hard work doesn't just move the needle, it shifts the entire direction of your life. But here's something important to remember. Hard work doesn't always feel good in the moment. There will be days when you want to quit. Days when the weight of your ambition feels too heavy. But that's when hard work really proves its worth. It's in those moments of discomfort, fatigue, and doubt that the work becomes meaningful. It's when you show up, when you do the work even when your body and mind beg you to stop, that you prove to yourself what you're truly capable of. You have to be relentless. You can't settle for mediocrity. The world rewards those who refuse to quit, who refuse to settle for less than their best. Success isn't about finding shortcuts or taking the easy way out. It's about pushing through the barriers, the challenges, and the difficulties. It's about setting high standards for yourself and then meeting them, day in and day out, no matter how many obstacles stand in your way. What hard work does is build discipline. It teaches you consistency, and it strengthens your resilience. When you embrace hard work, you embrace the journey, not just the outcome. The process itself becomes rewarding because you know that each day of effort is bringing you closer to your goal. There are no shortcuts, No easy ways to the top. But with hard work, you'll get there, and you'll have earned it every step of the way. Hard work doesn't just change your life, it transforms you. It pushes you to grow, to evolve, and to expand your capabilities. It shows you what you're made of, and it teaches you that the only way to achieve anything truly great is through relentless dedication. If you want success, then you have to commit to hard work, not just when it's convenient or easy, but especially when it's tough. That's when hard work becomes the most powerful force in your life. Setting clear goals is one of the most crucial steps in the pursuit of success. Without a clear direction, you might find yourself wandering aimlessly, expending energy in many different places without ever making meaningful progress. It's like setting out on a journey without a map. You might walk for miles, but you'll have no idea if you're getting closer to your destination. Setting clear goals is one of the most crucial steps in the pursuit of success. Setting clear goals is one of the most important parts. When you set clear goals, you create a roadmap for your life, a path that guides you through challenges and keeps you on course, no matter how difficult the journey may become. Clear goals are more than just wishful thinking. They are tangible, actionable objectives that provide structure and purpose. It's easy to say, I want to be successful, but what does success look like to you? What are the specific steps you need to take to get there? The more detailed and specific your goals are, the easier it becomes to take the necessary actions to achieve them. When your goals are clear, you have a sense of direction that fuels your motivation and helps you prioritize your efforts. Every decision you make is informed by your goals. They become the lens through which you view the world and determine the best course of action. But here's the thing, goals must be measurable. It's not enough to say, I want to be healthier, or I want to be wealthy. What does that really mean? Healthier in what way? Wealthier by how much? A goal without a clear measure of success is like aiming at a target with no bullseye. You might be hitting something, but you have no idea if you're truly hitting the mark. Setting measurable goals gives you a way to track your progress, which is incredibly important when you're on a long journey. The small wins, the milestones along the way, serve as proof that your efforts are paying off and provide you with the motivation to keep going. Furthermore, clear goals need to be realistic and achievable. It's not about setting yourself up for disappointment by aiming for the impossible. It's about stretching your limits, pushing yourself to be better, but also being grounded in reality. Goals that are too out of reach can lead to frustration and loss of motivation, while goals that are too easy won't challenge you enough to grow. Are you pushing yourself to be greater? Find the balance. Goals that excite you, that push you, but that you know are within your capacity to achieve with effort, focus, and commitment. One of the most powerful aspects of setting clear goals is the sense of ownership they bring. When you know exactly what you're working toward, you take responsibility for your journey. You're no longer just hoping for success to fall into your lap. You're actively creating the path to get there. The more specific and clear your goals are, the more empowered you feel, because you know exactly what actions you need to take. Each step becomes deliberate, and your sense of control over your future grows. But clarity doesn't just mean having a goal in mind. It also means having a vision. A clear goal is one that aligns with your deeper purpose, the reason behind why you want to achieve something in the first place. It's important to connect your goals with your personal values, your passion, and your long-term vision for yourself. When your goals are aligned with your purpose, the work required to achieve them doesn't feel like a burden. It becomes a journey that you're excited to take because you know it's part of a bigger picture that truly matters to you. Clear goals provide a sense of direction, but they also provide a sense of focus. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to lose sight of what really matters. Without clear goals, it's tempting to chase after whatever catches your attention at the moment. But goals keep you grounded and focused on what's truly important. They help you say no to distractions and yes to the things that move you closer to your dreams. Let your goals be symbolic. Let your language be clear. Let your goals be closer to your dreams. They help you stay disciplined even when it's hard, because you know that every step you take is one step closer to your destination. Ultimately, the act of setting clear goals gives you control over your future. It's a statement to yourself that you're serious about your dreams, that you're not waiting for life to decide for you. You are choosing the path, choosing the steps, and choosing the success that you want to create. So take the time to set your goals with clarity, and then commit to them with everything you've got. When you do, you'll find that nothing can stand in your way. Doubt is a natural part of the human experience, but it should never be the force that drives your decisions or dictates the direction of your life. Everyone experiences doubt at some point. It's that voice in your head that asks, what if I fail? Or what if I'm not good enough? It can creep in during moments of uncertainty or when the stakes feel higher. The problem comes when you allow doubt to control your actions, when you let it grow to the point where it holds you back from pursuing what you truly want. The first thing you need to understand is that doubt isn't a reflection of your abilities. It's simply a product of fear, uncertainty, and the unknown. It's easy to think that doubt is telling you the truth about your potential, but it's not. Doubt is a liar. It whispers that you can't do it, that you're not capable, that others are more qualified than you. But the reality is, doubt is not based on your abilities, your character, or your past achievements. It's based on fear, the fear of failure, of the unknown, of stepping outside your comfort zone. When you allow doubt to take the lead, you're letting fear dictate your future instead of your strength, your drive, and your ability to push through adversity. Unquote. You need to realize that doubt only has power if you give it power. It's easy to become overwhelmed by the uncertainty of your journey and start listening to those doubts. But remember, just because a thought enters your mind doesn't mean it deserves your attention. You must choose which thoughts you allow to take up space in your mind. The more you give in to doubt, the louder it becomes. But the opposite is also true. The more you push through it, the quieter it gets. By taking action despite your doubts, you weaken their hold over you. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a victory over the fear and doubt that tries to control you. That means one of the most powerful ways to manage doubt is by turning it into motivation. Instead of letting doubt convince you to quit or give up, use it as fuel to prove yourself wrong. Every time you hear that voice telling you that you can't, counter it with the thought, I will try anyway. Doubt can be the catalyst for growth if you use it the right way. When you doubt yourself, ask yourself why. Is it because you're facing something new or unfamiliar? Is it because you're stepping into territory that feels uncertain? All of that is normal. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone, and uncertainty is simply a sign that you're pushing your boundaries. Don't let it stop you. Let it propel you. You have to remember that success is not the absence of doubt. It's the ability to move forward in spite of it. Every successful person you look up to has faced doubt at some point. They have felt the same fear, the same uncertainty, the same questioning of their abilities. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they deal with that doubt. They don't let it stop them. They acknowledge it, but they don't give it control. They move forward regardless. It's also important to realize that doubt can be a form of protection when it's managed properly. Sometimes, doubt can serve as a reminder that you need to prepare or reassess your approach, but it should never paralyze you. Use doubt as a tool for self-reflection, but don't let it prevent you from acting. The key is knowing the difference between healthy skepticism and crippling self-doubt. Learn to trust your instincts and your abilities. Trust that you are capable of handling whatever challenges come your way. Doubt doesn't have to be a hindrance. When you approach it with confidence, it becomes just another obstacle to overcome on your journey. The truth is, doubt is not something that ever truly goes away. It might appear in different forms as you face new challenges, but it will always be there. What you can control is how you respond to it. You can let it stop you, or you can choose to keep moving forward, armed with the knowledge that doubt is a temporary feeling, not a permanent state of being. Every time you choose to push through doubt, you reinforce your belief in yourself, and you become more capable of facing whatever challenges lie ahead. In the end, never let doubt control you. Acknowledge it, yes, but don't let it take over. The life you want is on the other side of your fear, and the only way to get there is to keep moving forward despite the doubts that may try to hold you back. Perseverance is the trait that turns dreams into reality, and it is, without question, one of the most important qualities you can possess. Life is full of challenges, and the path to success is rarely a straight line. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and times when the road ahead feels impossible to navigate. But it is in those moments, when everything seems to be against you, that your perseverance becomes your most valuable asset. It is perseverance that keeps you going when quitting feels like the easier option, when you've hit a wall and everything inside you is telling you to give up. The truth is, there's no success without struggle. The road to achieving something meaningful is rarely easy. If it were, everyone would be successful. But it's the ones who choose to keep going when things get tough, the ones who push through the pain, the frustration, and the doubt, who eventually reach their goals. Perseverance is what separates those who achieve great things from those who never reach their full potential. It's the ability to keep putting one foot in front of the other, even when the journey is long and the finish line feels out of sight. What's important to understand is that perseverance isn't about never feeling discouraged or never wanting to quit. It's about continuing despite those feelings. It's about acknowledging the hardship and the doubt, but refusing to let them dictate your actions. It's about looking at the challenges ahead and saying, I know this won't be easy, but I'm willing to keep going because I know that's the only way to get there. There will be times when you question yourself, when you wonder if the effort is worth it, when you feel like you've given all you've got and there's nothing left. But if you refuse to quit, if you keep pushing forward, you'll find reserves of strength within you that you didn't know existed. Perseverance is also about patience. Success doesn't happen instantly. You won't always see immediate results for your hard work, and that's where many people fall short. It's easy to get discouraged when the rewards don't come quickly, or when you feel like your efforts aren't being recognized. But perseverance teaches you to trust the process. It reminds you that progress is often invisible at first. The small, consistent steps you take every day add up over time, even if you can't see them right away. Just because the results aren't immediate doesn't mean they're not coming. Perseverance is the faith that the work you're doing today will pay off in the future, even if you can't see the fruits of it right now. Another powerful aspect of perseverance is that it builds resilience. Each time you push through a difficult moment, you become stronger. Every challenge you overcome makes you more prepared for the next one. Resilience is built in the trenches, in the moments when it feels like everything is falling apart. With each failure, each setback, you learn how to handle adversity better. You develop the mental toughness to endure tough situations and continue moving forward, no matter how heavy the weight feels. It's through perseverance that you turn those challenges into lessons, and those lessons make you unstoppable. Perseverance doesn't mean going at it alone, though. It means understanding that even when things get tough, you can lean on your support system, on the people who believe in you. It's about knowing that even in your toughest moments, you don't have to face everything by yourself. But even with that support, perseverance requires you to keep going, to take responsibility for your own journey. It's the understanding that, at the end of the day, no one can do the work for you. You have to keep showing up for yourself. And remember, perseverance isn't about blindly continuing down the same path when it's clear that something needs to change. It's not about stubbornly refusing to adjust. Sometimes, perseverance means having the wisdom to recognize when a shift is necessary, to pivot and adapt. The key is to never stop moving, never stop trying. The journey may not look the way you originally envisioned it, but perseverance means adapting, learning from your mistakes, and finding new ways to keep going. At its core, perseverance is the belief that success is not for the faint-hearted. It's for those who refuse to quit, who know that the pursuit of something great is worth every ounce of energy, every failure, every struggle. It's for those who understand that the obstacles along the way are not signs to give up, but signs to push forward. Perseverance is the heart of every great achievement, and without it, no dream is truly attainable, and success is the choice of the greatest responsibility. It's for that reason productivity is for one of the greatest achievement, and without it, no dream is truly attainable. If you keep going, if you keep moving forward, even in the face of adversity, you will reach your destination. Success is not reserved for the fastest or the most talented. It's for those who never stop, who refuse to quit, no matter how tough the road gets. In conclusion, the path to victory is never easy, but it is always possible if you believe in yourself, embrace failure as a lesson, work tirelessly with perseverance, set clear goals, and refuse to let doubt control your actions. The journey will have its challenges, but those challenges are not obstacles. They are opportunities to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. It's not about being perfect or never experiencing setbacks, but about how you respond when life tests you. If you stay committed to your vision, trust the process, and never stop believing that you can do it, victory will be within your reach. Remember, success is not for the faint of heart. but for those who are relentless, those who keep moving forward despite the difficulties, and those who never give up. Believe in yourself, keep pushing forward, and know that the path to victory is built one step at a time. You can do